You are not where you want to be, not because you need any more gifts. You don't need nothing else. You need to discipline yourself. You need to learn to tell you no. You keep talking about everybody else you can't tell no. You can't tell you no. You can't tell you stop. You can't tell you quit. You got to get to a point where you're disciplined.
It's a muscle. The mind is a muscle. Emotion is a muscle. I don't negotiate with myself. Well, maybe I'll do it tomorrow. I'm going to do this. Or let me wait 2 more minutes till I'm ready. There's none of that shit with me. For decades, I go, I say, we do. I'm not here to discuss this shit with my mind. There's mind, and then there's soul and spirit. And soul and spirit, my soul fucking knows. And when I say jump, you fucking jump. I'm not here to have a discussion with you. But you have to take control and train this brain. If you don't train this brain, it'll use you instead of you using it.
Everyone wants some life hack that eliminates the need to do the work, but that does not exist. You have to do the work. You've got to hold the line. You've got to make it happen.
What could you be if you worked as hard as you could? What could you be if you imposed real discipline in your life? I say, break up the volume on that question. Max it out. And then go yes.
All right, y'all, we're gonna go ahead and start. Good evening. We are going to start with US 30. We are still in the uptrend. Then we did get it did make a new high in a month. So let me address that first. So the new monthly high for US 30 is 46,392.6. Gonna go ahead and the new the mid-month level of support is gonna change. 46,392.6. The low 43,994.2, giving a new mid-month level of support of 45,193.4. So we got the weekly high at 46,298.3. The weekly low, 45,760.9. High 46,298.3. The low 45,760.9. The midweek level of support is 46,029.6. We still got it going in the uptrend. Boom, boom, boom. Still got it trending up. Even if we go for past 7 days. Yeah. Okay. Okay. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I want to get an indication of the direction in which it's going, seeing as how it's continuing up. So the second trend line that I'm putting here, right here, is because we have no highs. We have, like, it made a high here, but it's seeing as how it's trending up. Here, I placed the trend line from the candle that left the order block here on the daily to get the daily trend of the direction of where it's going and the direction of, to see the direction in which it's moving. That's why you got the trend line on the bottom and trend line on the top, because both US 30 and gold don't, it keeps making new highs. It's been making new highs, new highs, new highs. And as long as we're following the uptrend, this helps gives us a direction of which way it's moving to determine a proper TP. So that's why you see me with the two trend lines here. The trend line at the top here that cuts across the wicks, that comes across the wicks. I have it coming from the candle that left the order block. This is the candle that left the order block here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So this is this day here that it, the open candle is on day 11. So this is which way it's been moving. You see it down on a 4-hour time frame, you can see. It's kind of like putting Bollinger Bands on there and trading within the Bollinger. But go ahead and move to Nas. Nas has also been making new highs as well. That's why I have it here to give a direction of which way it's moving. I did the same thing on Nas. I did it from the candle or the start of the order block and pulled it out to follow the daily trend of the direction that is moving. You see, it always comes and hits this in direction of the trend. Gotta start back with the monthly. So the new monthly high for Nas is 24,642. It's the new month high. So we're gonna get the mid-level month of support is gonna be different. So we got the monthly high at 24,642 and the low 22,677. And we got the mid-month resistance, mid-month level of support would be 23,659.50. So the weekly high and the monthly high is the same because Nas been making consistent new high. So we got the weekly low. We got the weekly low at 24,005.07. The high, same as the monthly, 24,642. The low, 24,005.07.
We take a blue right? Go, play, right, red.
Mid-month resistance, mid-month level of support is 24,323.54. So we should be looking for buys on we got a consistent uptrend right here coming out of the order block that's been following this trend. So we got a consistent uptrend. I put the candle right here in between the candle of the order block, following the trend out of the order block, the daily trend out of the order block. Okay. So this gives us a direction on what we should be looking for. So we should only be looking for buys as long as it's following within the daily trend. Right now, Nas has been consistently making new highs, so we should be looking for buys come New York session. Don't look at what it's doing when it's not in session. Looking for it to pull back towards the trend line. Look, this is where the target is up here. The target in the high. As long as it's moving within the trend. 24,828 as a take profit. This was one I got in from Friday. This is correct. This is made a new high. The monthly high is 707.65. Oh, we got 707.65, 33.26, not 48. That's the monthly low. Given a mid-month level of support of 35, 17.07. The weekly low is 36.00.45. The weekly high 36.96.86. The high is 36. 36.96.86, 36,600, 3600.45. Given a mid-week level of support of 36.48.66. Let me fix this trend line. Excuse me for the interruption. I had to go be mom real quick. Same thing. Take it from the order block. Candle. Yes. You want to measure the direction in which it's moving. Get an indication of the high in which it's going. The wrong thing. I'm just adjusting the trend. Yeah. To get an indication of the high. So starting with the order block. Yeah. We can get an indication of which direction gold is moving. So we can take, we're looking for buys also out of gold. It's moving out of a daily order block, as well as a 4-hour order block here, right along trend. During London session will be an entry, opportunity for entry. So we will look to take a buy. That prediction that somebody had made to 800, I can see how it makes sense now. The 3,800 is where they got gold forecasting. So they're preparing for the DXY to actually drop more. I'm gonna mark up the DXY. The DXY never broke the mid. It's been hovering underneath the mid-month level of resistance here. So it hasn't broke this resistance yet. it's been coming up here and wicking at this level right here on the mid-month. It made a new low in the month of 96,218. So we got 99,053. And we got the low at 96,218. We got 97,636.636 for the mid-month level of support. The weekly high 97.833. The low is the weekly low is 97.579.
Turtle. Oh.
The high is 813. $97,813 and 25. And the low is 97,579. Given a midweek resistance of 97.696. So the dollars pulled back up some. It did pull up above the midweek, the mid-month, and the midweek. So gold might pull back Still anticipating this to survive based off that we still within the trend. Yeah, we still within the trend. We got an entry pattern on gold on a daily chart. No. We got an entry pattern here on gold on the daily chart. Indicating a buy. Gonna come back to that. Made a new monthly high. That 117,998.17 is the new monthly high for Bitcoin. So 117,998.17 is the high. The low of the month 107,250. Giving a new mid-month resistance. 112,624.09. For the week, we got the weekly high at 115,441.37. The weekly low, 114,183.44. $115,441.37. 183.44. Giving a midweek level of support of 114,812.41. Give me that. I'm not playing. Bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it back. We got gold. We got Bitcoin pulling back down. We got the candle below the midweek here. Open candle broke below the midweek. So that's what I'm looking at for Bitcoin. But to continue dropping right now. The sell volume that's coming out, that just came out on this candle right here. This is your entry candle. That was the entry. Yeah. This was an entry here. You need another entry. Like this was the entry on the 8 o'clock candle. You gotta find an entry on a pullback for Bitcoin if you're not already in. But the entry is the 8 o'clock candle. So you got the doji right here. That'll good at 7 p.m. followed by the flat top. Doji at like 8:30. Yeah, looks like 8:30. Yep. Doing on a 15-minute, the 8:30 candle right here. Right there. There's your entry. It did pull back up here. Gotta see if it'll pull back up for entry for Bitcoin. Look like it's pulling up now. Don't you want to look for entry for Bitcoin? But sell. You take profit, target in the mid-month level. And as is following the trend. Coming out of a higher time frame order block. Been trailing down for the past 3 days or 4 days. 1, 2, 3, 4. Past 4 days, it's been selling. So we're looking for that to continue. So that is your entry there for Bitcoin. Then monthly high. DJ new month high at 201.272. We got the high at 201.272. We got the low 197.40. 199.206 is the mid-month level of support. It looks like it's breaking trend on this weekly candle. We got the weekly high, 199.669. Got the weekly low, 199.203. $199.669, 199.203. Giving a midweek level of support at 199.436. Yeah, we got this thing dropping. DJ. It's been pulling down for the past 3 days. Currently rejecting the level of support. I was looking at better entry times for DJ. London session would be the 1 a.m. candle. When so we got GJ still selling within the London session candle is when you should be looking for a sell on GJ during London. Look for the entry during London session for DJ. It's okay to sell. Right now we got it rejecting off the resistance above the midweek. So I'm looking for DJ. Looking for DJ to continue selling. So we're looking for a sell on GJ during London session. When I say within that 1 hour candle, it doesn't have to be exactly at 1 o'clock. It's within that time of when London opened. Like here, within that 1 o'clock candle would be from 1 to 4, with a new candle coming out at 5 on a 4 hour. So anytime within that during London, you should be looking for an entry for GJ. Bitcoin begins to move at 8 p.m. candle. So you want to look for an entry within that 4 hour candle. As you can see, so we're looking on an 8 p.m. candle for Bitcoin. You, for gold, I'm looking for it to continue up. We got some momentum on gold, momentum candles coming on that came out on gold on both the daily and the weekly, indicating that the pattern for buy is still going up. So we got an entry pattern on the daily chart for gold. But the best time to enter gold would be during London. So you can get a better entry. Don't try to enter now just because you see it going up. Wait till it pulls back, because it will pull back for an entry during London. That is your best time to enter. That's the when you're gonna see the momentum of gold going up. So target one if you don't want to hold for that long. I got gold going up. This is the overall target, like the end of the week target. Will be up here. Yeah, you can take targets in between going up. So wait for gold to pull back for entry. Entering Nas and 30 during New York session. And for stop, this is a TP1 for 30. This is a TP2. TP1 is the monthly high. TP2, once it breaks, is up here towards the upper trend in the direction that it's moving. TP1, TP2. You're looking for 9 to continue up as well. What's this here? It's got a 4-hour order block right here. Stop underneath that order block. TP1. TP2 for now. So we got 9 on the buy, 30 on the buy. Gold on the buy. Bitcoin, sell. GJ, you're looking for GJ to sell along the trend. You're looking for entry for a sell for GJ. All right, y'all, we got our entries. We got our exits. We know what our target is. We know which direction we're looking for. I want y'all to focus, meditate, relax your mind, focus on your target, and don't overthink yourself. Okay? You know which direction you're going. The purpose of the chart markup is to have a clear indication of which way you're going to be moving to, which way you know what you're looking for. Trade in accordance with the trend unless you get a clear indication that the trend is changing. Stay focused on the direct of the moving, the daily trend of the direction of that the market is moving. Don't focus so much on the small movements within a smaller time frame. You focus on your target according to the daily trend because that's the overall direction. So you want to make sure you focus on the daily trend. Focus on your target, the target in which you're reaching, and don't overthink it. Even if you got to meditate 15 minutes before, you're trading, meditate, relax your mind, calm your thoughts, and into the trade. Don't overthink it. All right, y'all, let's go. Let's get this bread.